Hi everyone, this is Cam here on the Ways to Wishes project at Gilded Lily, funded by the Climate Change Fund. In today's session we're going to be making this lovely and yummy banana bread. For the recipe I'm going to use 3 medium bananas. The riper they are the better because they'll be a bit more sweet. I'm going to use 100 grams of brown sugar, you can use caster sugar as well, and I'm using 60 grams of butter. I'm using salted, you can use unsalted or salted, it doesn't matter. I'm going to add to 50 grams of walnuts. Again, this is optional, you can put in chocolate chips or fudge or any other nuts that you like, or you can just leave it out. And I'm going to put in 100 grams of self-raising flour and 80 grams of porridge oats. So again, this can just be 180 grams of self-raising flour if you like. I just thought I'd mix it up to make it a bit healthier, so that's why I'm using 80 grams of oats and 100 grams of self-raising flour. Now to that I'm also going to add half a teaspoon of baking powder, and I'm adding 2 tablespoons of ground ginger. Again, that's just flavour and that's optional. So the next thing you want to do when you've got your ingredients before you start prepping is you want to heat your oven, and you're going to put that on 160 degrees Celsius. So you're going to preheat the oven while and then you're going to start prepping. I've peeled the bananas, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mash them up with a fork. Okay, so you just take a fork and you just mash them all up. That is the bananas all mashed up, okay, so you can see them there. Now if they're a bit lumpy, that's okay. It just means in the banana bread you'll have bits and lumps of banana, and that's okay. So if you want it smoother, you can keep mashing it a bit more. The next step is we're going to add our sugar. Okay, so in goes the sugar, and you give this a good mix. Once you've combined the sugar and the bananas, we are going to, next step is melt the butter in a pot, and the melted butter we're going to then add to the mixture. That's the butter melted, so put it straight in, and then what you're going to do is you're going to give that a mix. The melted butter has gone in and I've given it a good mix. Now to this, the next step, we're going to put in our porridge oats, our self-raising flour and our baking powder, and again stir it really well once it's all gone in. That's the flour and the baking powder and the oats all combined. And now to this, the final steps, I'm going to add in my walnuts, okay, and the ground ginger, and I'm going to give it all a mix. Now again, these are optional, these 2 things. You can add in any nuts you like, or you can leave the nuts out, and you don't need to put in the ground ginger. You can even add in cinnamon if you like, or you could add in some coconut. It's entirely your choice. Okay, that's it all in, and I'm going to give it a good stir. Now that's all the ingredients of the mixture combined. Everything's in there, all mixed up. Next step is you're going to grease a cake tin or a loaf tin. So I've got one of these, I'm going to put it in this, and I've just greased it with a bit of butter. So we're going to put our batter into here, and then we're going to stick it in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes. Now leave it in for 30 minutes, don't open your oven until 30 minutes is up, and just check it. If it needs a bit longer, you leave it a bit longer.